Well, we're at the gum trees.
Here we are among the gum trees. Who do you reckon lives here?
Now you have to practice that song a bit better.
Give me a home.
I thought we practiced before we...
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But give me a home
Yeah, we're
among
not
the
gonna
gum
do it
trees
again.
with lots of plum trees. A cockatoo. A sheep or two and a kangaroo. Veranda, clothesline out the back. You're not filming this, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, veranda.
come on,
out
knock
the
on the
front,
door.
An old rocking chair. Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I told you not to sing,
Oh.
but you just kept on going. Oh, here's Nola.
Nola! What are you two doing here? We've been practicing our singing.
Yeah, she got it all back to front.
Oh, well, does it matter?
There were didgeridoos and all sorts.
Cockatoos and...
Oh. Well, there are. I have never heard any didgeridoos down there, though.
No.
No.
But cockatoos, yes.
Yes.
Now, this is the lovely Nola Pearce.
Hello, Nola Pearce.
And I'd like to know if it's okay if we look in your sewing room.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm really positive.
It's tiny.
That's okay. Hey. Now, do you know that if we do this, you may become instantly famous? You'll be on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
Line boggles.
Are you okay with that?
Yes.
You'll become an influencer.
You'll become a
Yes.
social influencer.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Now, there's an elephant in the room. We just have to talk about this magnificent quilt behind you.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we met before. How you doing? We're all here.
And Mr. Pearce.
Mr. Pearce, and we're going to
Hello.
interview him after.
Yeah.
We're going to find out what it's like to be married to a quilter.
But look at this magnificent quilt. How long did that take?
Oh, a couple of years. It was
It is enormous.
Well, it's a triptych. Each panel is 1 metre wide by 2 metres high, and so it measures 300 by 200.
Just can't stop looking at it, Nola.
And it was a commission from the Baptist Church for an aged care facility, and it got moved from A to B, and Dean, my husband, got a bit anxious about it and tracked it down, and it had ended up in a cupboard, so he bought it back, and it fits this spot perfectly.
And
It does.
am I right in saying this is all, with the exception of possibly hand applique on the cross and the figures,
Yeah.
everything else is either machine quilted or machine embroidered?
Oh yeah, it's all done by machine.
But
There's some digital, but most of it's freehand,
it
free
is
motion,
just
applique,
amazing.
thread painting.
So,
I'm so pleased Dean rescued it.
So am I.
Yeah.
So am I.
so how did you get started sewing?
Oh, how did I get?
How did how did you get to here?
Well, I started dressmaking in year 8 at school,
Mm-hmm.
and I before that I had done embroidery. By the time I got to high school, I could knit, crochet, embroider, and in year 8 started dressmaking. As I learnt at school, I went home and taught my mum, who had no opportunity to learn.
Funny, it's normally the other way around. Mums and nanas teach the
No.
kids. How cool is that?
And Mum became a good dressmaker. When I married my husband Dean, his mother had been a teacher in what was the School of Mines, which we would call TAFE now, and she had done dressmaking and couture and millinery, and she was wonderful because she could teach me the finer details.
Yes.
And my mum was a let's get it finished merchant, and Dean's mother was this is how you do it really well.
Yes.
So I had the best of both
Yes,
worlds.
you did.
But I was frustrated, and I could feel a great knot of frustration in me because I knew that I was to be good at something, like really good at something. But I tried lots of crafts, and in the summer of 75, and I would have been 27, would have been 27. Dean's sister and family came to visit, and she was doing English paper piecing hexagons. I was busy doing tapestries. I wasn't interested, but she stayed 2 weeks.
And by the time she left,
I was hooked.
You were hooked.
And she didn't go on with it.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, so she did a bit, but like, it was my thing. And as I progressed, teaching myself from the very few books that were available, very few books that were available, I just learnt by trial and error. I aimed for perfection, so there was a lot of unpicking. and I started teaching in Kimber on Eyre Peninsula in 1985, and then as we kept moving, I kept teaching. And when we moved to the city in 1989, I joined the Quilters Guild of South Australia. I was able to go to meetings. I was already a member, and I started teaching for the Quilters Guild and sewing machine shops and TAFE, and I was so. And I realised along the way that my frustration had dispersed. I'd found my niche.
That's fantastic.
So that's. Dean's sister came to visit for 2 weeks doing English paper piecing. But I found my niche.
Yes.
But I had to learn from the few books that were available and teach myself. But in Kimber, we'd get sample pack from a shop in Sydney. Everybody would select their fabrics for their sampler quilt, but we couldn't start the class until the fabric arrived.
Yeah.
And
in
there
the
were
country town, it's much more difficult, isn't it?
much more difficult. But the girls produced lovely work, and we had an exhibition and as part of the country show, and it's rolled on from there.
And it's a great sense of community, isn't it? That's what I really enjoy.
SA Quilters is a fabulous sense of community, and that's why I'm still there. It's the friends you make. It's fantastic.
Yeah, we're very lucky.
We are. Yes.
So, I know that you've been a past president.
Twice.
You're a life member.
Yes.
Are you in any groups?
Well, I am at the moment.
What sort of groups?
Piccadilly group that meets over at in Bridgewater, Uniting Church in Bridgewater. I go there because my sister's there.
Oh, cool.
So we meet, and she lives on the other side and so we meet in Bridgewater.
Beautiful.
Love it. Yeah.
And I know you're in another group.
Oh well, yes, I'm on the appraisal panel of the SA Quilters, and I have been since 1992.
And don't we love you?
And a long time.
Did I hear that you've joined SAQA?
Oh, SAQA. Yes, SAQA is Studio Arts Quilt Association, which is a worldwide association for art quilters, and we've now got enough members in South Australia. We've got 20 or 21 members, and we're having our very first exhibition at Gallery M at Marion, and it opens on 6th of June, so it'll be open all of June.
Put that in your calendar, ladies. You don't want to miss that.
No.
Now, so what do we know? We know you do a lot of machine work, machine quilting, machine piecing or hand piecing?
Both.
Both? Sewing room? Now, I know that you've downsized and you've squished yourself into a space, but haven't you made it work well?
Well, my husband Dean has worked hard to make it work well for me.
Let's check it out. Because seriously, not everybody's got a huge sewing room,
Yeah.
do they? Some people don't.
Fantastic.
Right, it's a 2-bedroom unit, and it cannot have visitors to stay over. There's nowhere for them to sleep. We haven't got room for a spare bed.
No.
My darling husband has the allocation of one half of a wardrobe.
Is that where he sleeps?
No, that's where he's got all his stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he's allowed to have stuff too.
Yeah,
Okay,
that,
okay.
That much.
That much, right.
So I've got this.
And
is
this
all
is yours?
This is mine, and that's for.
Can I open it?
Yeah, of course you can. For useful stuff.
Oh, very
my-
organised.
How organised are you?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's.
Not
Is
all.
this the fabric stuff?
No,
No.
they're the fabrics. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here's the reveal. Here we go. Here we go.
We got these. These are definitely IKEA cupboards, but
The glass, the mirrors are great, aren't they?
oh yeah, for
yeah.
light,
Yes.
for light.
Yeah.
So,
Look how organised that is, girls. Wow.
hundreds and hundreds of threads,
Wow.
and this is my current stash.
What a great
of
idea with
patchwork
those
fabric.
drawers.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't
So
think
that's
they've been.
IKEA.
Well, I don't know if you can get these bins from IKEA now, but we did then in 2007.
Because that's what I'm always aiming for, the best storage.
Well, it works.
That's a fantastic idea. I love this drawer here.
Oh, that's just a little space. Oh,
Yeah.
this is my Christmas decoration
Oh.
total.
Oh,
I'm loving that.
mine takes up a lot more than that.
Yeah, yours takes up a whole wardrobe, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it
So
does. That is just
threads,
brilliant.
and useful things.
Yeah.
But the rest of my stash is combined with my sister's, where
Share?
she's we share a stash.
Isn't that great? You've got similar tastes
Yes, we do actually.
and you do similar type of work.
Sort of. No, she
Yeah.
doesn't. She's a piecer,
Yeah.
basic piecer, and loves it. She does
Yes.
lots of charity quilts.
Mm.
And then this one will be harder. This one's got projects that are happening.
Yes.
Dress fabrics, useful useful
Notions.
cards and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell me, Nola, one of my favourite questions. Do you have UFOs? So I do. There is questions that go with this.
I know.
So Nola Pearce, do you have between 0 and 5 UFOs?
If only.
Do you have between 6 and 10?
That would be a dream.
11 and 20? 21 and 30?
I don't know. I know when we moved 2.5 years ago, I had over 30.
Oh, you are not in the big league yet.
But I've finished a few and started
No.
more.
Sorry, you're mid-range. I don't even know if there's a charge for that. Yeah, you're mid-range. So
Yeah.
what do you sew on? Because
Oh, not my husband's hat.
not your husband's hat.
No.
No.
Put that away.
You're not going to decorate it for him.
No, I don't think it approved. Well, first of all, step one,
Yeah.
shift the
Okay.
shift that.
This is
about
how a
that much.
tiny sewing room works.
Yes.
The ironing board and the iron. The iron
Yep.
lives on the floor because that way it
Mhm.
can't
Fall
fall
over.
any further.
Yep.
That's a good idea. I've dropped many irons.
Yeah, and so you have to shift the chair to get in.
Yeah.
And
She's ready to go.
Oh, you look very comfy there.
I am. It's a good chair.
It is.
We're into ergonomics in this
Yes.
family.
Yes.
I stitch on my Janome Horizon 1200, which I've had for a few years
Yes.
now.
Mm.
Over in the corner, I've got my television set and Foxtel, for which I'm very grateful. I watch that. And here,
This
I've
is
got
amazing.
Isn't that fantastic?
My husband organised all this for me.
I wonder if they'd like to come to my place.
Here's my computer, and so I stitch and watch TV. I can do stuff on my computer.
There's no need to leave.
No.
Look at the view. Look at the
And
view.
the gum trees.
And the government. Beautiful,
It's
beautiful
just stunning right
place
there.
to live.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful place to live. We're
Yes.
so blessed.
So what are you sewing at the moment?
Well, I'm doing some it's a charity quilt.
Yeah.
All the little bits of fabric that you get. Oh, the background is actually a quilt cover that I got at an op shop.
Okay.
And I figured it's fine. And then so I've got all these. I know how people have been using their
Yep.
their dockets. Well, I didn't ever start with that. I just got this Pellon stuff
What a great idea.
and cut 3 inches wide. I think.
Mm.
Oh yeah, 3.5 or something. I cut my strips 1.5 wide
Yep.
by 4 inches, and
You
I
trim
just
it back
stitch,
when you're
and
ready.
then I've got my melon shape. So somewhere. I've had.
I did
Yeah, it
see
was
your-
there.
Yeah, I know
That
it
was
was
on
here
a block.
somewhere.
I
Here it
think
is. Here it is.
we found it. It's over here. Everybody stop looking. Oh, and that's what you're cutting up. Wow.
What a great idea.
Isn't that lovely? Because there's some you've done already. Can I just...
Yeah.
Don't they look
It's a
beautiful?
great way to use up scraps, isn't it?
They're just here.
Here.
Can
And
I lay them out up here?
of course you can.
Look at this. How cool is that? And of course they're...
So are you following someone's pattern there, or
Oh well.
you're just making
No, well I saw an idea on Pinterest,
Yes.
but
I'm just laying it out here.
It's a rabbit hole, Pinterest, isn't it?
Oh yes, oh yes, it's dangerous.
That's fabulous.
Look at
the
this.
scraps.
But something I do want to show you, mention,
Yes.
behind you, Jane,
Mhm.
in the cupboard, in this little box.
Ooh.
Ooh.
These are the threads that I'm using.
Oh, I see.
And would you believe that in about 1983,
Got all the different stitches.
Yeah.
in 1983, living in Kimber on Eyre Peninsula,
Oh, I love that.
I wrote to Bernina,
Yes.
who were in the Adelaide Arcade
Yes.
at that stage, Otto,
Mm.
and they sent me a whole range of DMC machine embroidery threads.
Wow.
And
They're still going.
they're still going.
Wow.
And I've decided that
Today's the day.
this is the perfect project to
Yes.
play with them.
Yes.
And I can use it
Oh,
to
How
it is.
beautiful
All
is
those
it?
stitches.
and just play with the stitches on
What
my
a great
machine.
idea. I just love
That would be a
scrap
lot of fun.
quilts.
Yeah, and it's
This is a really good challenge if anyone's out there and looking to get rid of their scraps, aren't they?
Mm.
well.
And I promise you, if you ask Nola Pearce, she'll give you a pattern for a melon. Or she'll say, go buy your own. Either way.
mine's just cut from tin plastic. So,
But it's so beautiful, isn't
but
it?
so I mentioned it to Otto last time I saw him, and of course you can't buy these threads
No.
now,
No.
but they are
What
really
a treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why not enjoy them?
That's it. That's it. We can't keep holding on to the things that we like
No.
because
So that's
we've got
my
nowhere to take them, have
that's my current
we? That is beautiful.
one of my current
Yeah.
challenges.
Yes,
I've
got a
got
few
this
on the
one.
go.
Yeah, a few.
And I noticed the wall hanging on.
Oh, this one was part of South Coast SA Quilters Challenge one year, and each month we were given a different theme. Like there was a seascape, landscape, trees. There was what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 or 9. And I decided I would do things that I loved at living at Normanville.
Mm.
And so the one over there with the Norfolk Pines, that's coming from Cape Jervis back towards Normanville.
Yes.
So Lady Bay,
Yes. Yes.
absolutely glorious gum tree outside the Inman Valley Uniting Church. The little one, the church on the left
Yes.
is the Delamere Uniting Church down a tiny little lane. You feel like you're back in England, and this glorious little chapel church that we loved worshipping in. Bangala House where our friends lived. Of course, the Leafy Sea Dragon, because
Yes.
that's the emblem from the area.
Yes.
Down, just
And I love the way you've made it into a bunch of grapes.
yeah. Well, it's a montage, and I won that challenge that year.
Yes.
You're
So
pretty
should.
good at challenges, aren't you?
Well,
Yes.
no, well, I just love being a part of it.
And are these? There's just beauty here. Are these things we can look at?
Yeah, yes.
I'll just put them here one at a time, and you can tell us. Look at that.
All that thread painting.
Yeah, it's thread painting, and I photographed fuchsias.
Fuchsia.
Fuchsias outside my kitchen window in our last time, and thread painted them. Just looking at the photograph that I've taken.
Tiny stitches.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just beautiful.
Yeah. So
This one does my head in.
Yes.
It is absolutely
Is
magnificent.
that part of the red and white?
that was part of the Red and White Challenge for SA Quilters Festival of Quilts last year.
Look at all those tiny little pebbles.
Yeah.
What about this?
Mm.
And this?
Yeah,
So would you call
it's
that micro quilting?
I would.
Yeah.
It's actually a piece of white fabric. It's all it is. It's one piece of white fabric.
Just beautiful.
Cindy, can you hold it vertical
Yeah.
so we can get it all in?
Yeah.
I'll try to. That's just beautiful.
It is.
Thanks.
So
Okay.
That's right. This one is. This is the one that got exhibited
Oh,
in
this
France.
is all coloured in.
Now this started out as a piece of curtain fabric, cream curtain fabric, and I traced William Morris flowers
Yeah.
onto the background, and then outlined them with black thread. I used Solvay to get the designs on because you can't see through that.
Yeah.
Can you hold that one up as well?
And then it's intense pencils.
That is amazing.
You can tell us about it while I'm holding it up for you.
And then the icon, you bought a panel, that was the icon. It was a lino print. Well, I didn't like the lino print, so I used that as my base pattern.
Thanks.
And made my own, made her up.
It's
So that
beautiful.
she's got a name.
Just look at the beading.
Mm.
Yeah, I love doing that. Her name is Queen Esther because I decided she was a queen.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think she is.
No. Oh, Nola, it's just beautiful.
And then
Oh, then
this
there's
one.
then we've got, this was a appraisal panel challenge. We had to do, it was 40 centimetres square, I think, anything we wanted to do. And so I foundation pieced Mrs. Finch and did a little bit of trapunto for the branch of the tree and then micro quilted.
Wow.
And I think that the whole thing took me about 32 hours
Wow.
because I documented it.
Yes.
Yes, with the appraisal team that you're on,
Yeah.
you record hours.
We have to record every minute that it actually takes because part of appraisal is how long would it take you to do, say this one. This was the mistake I made when I thought I was doing the red and white challenge, but I put pink and blue in it.
Mm.
And so how long did it take me to do the English paper piece?
But it's about cutting them out, cutting the fabric out.
Oh,
Do you know everything's taken into consideration?
from when you get the fabric out of the cupboard to when you put the final stitch in the binding and the label.
Some machines will record stitches. Do you record that as well?
No,
Okay.
no, we're not
Yep.
that. Not,
Good.
Yeah, no, not stitches.
that was part of.
Oh, look.
This one was for Quilting Counter last year, and it was the year of the zebra for
Yeah.
some reason. And so it's the Grand. The Quilting Counter is held at the Grand
Yes.
Hotel, and so it's the
And
foreshore.
it's called Can I Come Too?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Yes.
Don't know what this is, but it looks amazing.
Well, this is. I wanted to know how long it would take to micro quilt a metre of fabric. So I
Right.
had a metre of white fabric,
Yeah.
and I did a workshop. Mary Williams and Zara Zanatino and I just did a 3-person workshop up at Mary's, and where we'd done some tie dyeing and we dyed in Procyon dye fabrics one day, and that was the background. And then how long does it take to quilt it?
So what's the answer?
I think it was 52 hours.
Wow. The details are just incredible.
But I changed threads. I changed the colour thread on the back as it,
So maybe we could look at the back of it too, because that would be just as lovely.
Well, it's different.
Yeah.
So I kept it. All my other work has been given away.
Wow.
I
That
won
is
Best of
just
Show
amazing.
in '96, and all my quilts have gone because I couldn't store them.
Yeah.
And last year I finished.
Oh, I was hoping you'd show us this.
my jacket.
You wore that to the guild meeting,
I
didn't
did.
you? Look at the stitching on this.
Did you make the jacket or is it you did?
I was doing some silk dyeing. Not sashiko. I was doing dyeing on silk, on fabric, and this was the one. This was the reject piece, which had been dyed many times, had been printed many times, and I thought, you know, I really like that. It started out as a light aqua, a very light aqua. It started its life as a tablecloth for our daughter's 21st birthday, and then it's a polyester, and it got overprinted and overprinted and overprinted, and I was going to throw it out, and I thought, actually, I like it.
Yes.
So it took me a long time because I lost the pattern, and you know, it doesn't matter.
That is magnificent.
And I finished it last year, and I love wearing it.
Yeah.
Oh, you would. You'd be very proud to wear that.
Yeah, so
Beautiful.
that's just and I did a Pam Holland. Yeah, you've got to be careful with them. I did a Pam Holland workshop.
Oh, I think I've got you wrong.
Oh, don't worry, it doesn't matter. Pam Holland workshop nearly 2 years ago at Quilt Encounter, and machine thread painted a tabby cat. Underneath that is actually a photograph, and so you stitched over the.
That is magnificent.
And I made it into a bag because
Is that the photo on the back that you started with?
Oh yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
That's the photograph that was started with.
And that's a good idea because you've got your colours chosen, haven't you, really?
Yeah, but of course I've got enough to choose from.
Very
Oh,
good.
no, but I mean, you're not sort of trying to decide what colours to put in.
But yeah, so I made it into a bag, and it's got some crochet in it.
Good.
So, yes, so you crochet. Do you have any other interests?
Yes. Love my friends and meeting new people. I knit. I love knitting, crochet, hand embroidery. I'm a gym junkie. And
Wow, I am so proud to hear you say that. I am a hot chips and gravy junkie.
No. Well, I've had a great grand who lived to be 103. My other great grandmothers were in their 90s. My dad was 94. We've got long livers, and I've decided that I want to live as well as I can for as long as I can. So I go to the gym 4 to 6 times a week in the mornings. I get up and go, because if I don't do that, it doesn't happen. I endeavour to eat healthily, and I enjoy living.
Good on you.
So good for you.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
I just want to, I haven't found out about her favourite tool yet.
Oh, okay.
Do you have a favourite tool?
One that I wished I didn't use very often.
Oh, I know what it is.
I know what it is.
Ta-da! Reverse sewing.
Yeah, this one, that's clover, but this little Janome one is finer. I use it far too often, but it's my, probably.
You'd be lost without it.
Oh, it'd be dreadful. Well, I still aim for perfection.
Yes. And you achieve it, let me say.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I still aim for perfection, and if I don't like it, I look at it, can I live with it? And if I've got the cringe factor, no, it's got to come out.
Yes.
And I cannot, I'm old enough now, I don't need the cringe factor.
No.
Yeah.
And it'll be all right is not good enough. That is good enough. Yeah. It might be 0.5 millimetre out, that's okay.
Yeah.
But 1/4 inch is not.
No, there's not 1/4 inch fact. Nola Pearce, thank you so much for inviting us and letting us come here today in your gum trees. It's just beautiful.
It is beautiful.
And we've loved looking at this sewing room.
It's just been fantastic.
So it's half, well, it's a bit more than half a small bedroom. But we've
you're
made it
very well
work.
equipped
Yeah.
here.
My lovely husband has made it work.
Hooray for
for me.
Dave.
Yes.
Dean.
Hooray for Dean. Yes.
Okay, well, we're going to head off. Maybe drink tea and
We
eat
might
chocolates.
learn the words to the song on the way
We
home.
might practice, yes, just in case we have to sing it again. Koala out the back.
There's
No,
no
it's
koalas.
it's a sheep or no, it's a clothesline.
We
out the
will
back.
debate the words and we'll get back to you.
We'll Google
Okay,
it.
bye.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank
Lola.
you.
Bye.
Bye.